Hey everybody, it's Bob with Twister Display. We're now sort of close to the middle of July, so you're past the 4th of July and now you're looking ahead to Labor Day. This is the time of summer where hopefully you're just throwing out water slides and other water games and dunk tanks a lot. It can be very hot this time of the year and people love to just enjoy different activities with water. We've been hearing over and over again that dunk tanks are extremely popular this year. And our fulfillment queue shows it. We've got approximately 60 units in the fulfillment queue right now. I don't know that we've ever been this busy at this point in the summer. So a lot of you are definitely adding more units so that you don't have to turn away rentals. But we want to take a minute to talk about another reason, another way to make sure that you're not turning down rentals, or even worst case, losing a rental at the last second. And that's that this time of the year you're busy, you're running from here to there, and sometimes things just get misplaced. So a good sort of habit is just to keep some extra parts around. Target, for example, your target may disappear on you, or very small little parts. I mean, these are, fitting in a case this big. Things like something as simple as a drain plug. This is, a $7 item. Do not lose out a $250 or more rental over something as simple as this. Or sometimes your actual bulkhead fitting that the drain plug screws into. This can crack. Again, this is a relatively inexpensive part. Have one of these extra, a spare lying around. You got different types of pins that hold arms together, or if you have a towable unit to make sure that your tongue can go back in there and be safe. Underneath the seat, you have two key components. You have a spring as well as a bushing. These two components make sure that the seat lets loose when it should. So if you have behavior where it's not releasing when you would expect it to, or releasing too soon, often it's something as simple as this bushing or this inexpensive spring. As you see, you can have these common components. Don't take up a lot of space, but this little kit could make the difference between you having to cancel a $250 or more rental or not. So my suggestion is place an order, add in some of these common maintenance pieces, an extra target, some drain plugs, some springs, a bushing. Make sure you have those on hand because, again, you're going to be busy. People want dunk tanks right now. Don't lose rentals over something as simple and as inexpensive as this. The other thing is, again, we are busy, but we do have incentives right now. So if you purchased any dunk tank so far this year, you're now entitled to a 6% discount on an additional unit. And that does apply to however many additional units you want. So if you purchased one in January, February for the upcoming season, now you're into the season and they're renting like crazy and it's like, I really could use another one. Give us a call, reach out, be able to save 6% on that additional unit. Right now our fulfillment queue is right in the beginning of August. So we do have a lot in the queue, but we are putting out dunk tanks at a faster rate than ever as well. If you've been watching our Facebook page, it's very common. We're putting out 4 or 5 units a day. So we're in the sort of the beginning of August. Get your order now, get into the queue. So one other thing we just wanted to highlight is as you're towing units and moving them from place to place, just a few things to keep in mind. So here at the top of our wingless system, you'll see pins. This is the upper canvas support arm. So your upper pocket on your canvas slides over this arm. This is in the storage position. You pull these pins and you rotate at 90 degrees, put the pins back in, and that will be then your setup position. A common sort of thing that just make sure you and your team pay attention to is the pins. When you pull them, you don't necessarily have to put them back in for it to work, but it's a really, really good habit to put the pin back in. Why? When you're in the rush to tear down and take the unit away, if that pin's not in that hole, you may forget to put the pin back in the hole. So always put the pin back. You'll also see here at the bottom, this is your lower canvas support arm. So the pocket on the bottom of your canvas slides over here. This one is hinged to the frame. Occasionally, you should just check this nut. This is a nylon type threaded nut, so it shouldn't stay nice and tight, but occasionally, just as a safety maintenance feature, check this nut. If it's at all needs tightened up a little bit, tighten it up. So make sure your pins are in, make sure that nut is tight. You'll see the safety chains. So when you are going to move it from location to location, make sure you've set it up exactly as you see here, with the lower arm in between the upper arm and your two safety chains wrapped around everything here. Final thing is any pins like this that go in the telescoping pole, etc. Make sure that the additional pin is inside there so that it can't slide in and out, as well as your clasp, that they're actually closed. Those are just, 1 minute safety types things to just check as you go to move this unit to another location to make sure you keep your equipment. You lose that piece up there, misplace it, it's $199. So not only is it a safety thing, but save money, make sure you keep all your equipment together.